Good morning, everyone. This is Mr. Branson's World, and I'm out on Chemong now, and there's a KFC here. I believe this is the first KFC that ever came to Peterborough. Could be wrong on that, but I believe it's the first. It could be this one or the one on Water Street next to Harvey's. It's not there anymore. The one next to Harvey's is a Millennium Park now. They closed in the early 90s, I believe. As you can see, this one, new seasoned fries. Oh, that looks good, actually. KFC order ahead pickup. Honestly, though, KFC hasn't tasted as good as it did in the 80s. I still do get a craving for it every now and then, and I still do like their chicken sandwiches. The original recipe, and they open up at 10:30 till 10. But let me tell you an interesting story about KFC on Water Street. On Water Street, the nuggets are limited time, just to let you know. White meat. Actually, I prefer dark meat. But there's a very interesting story from a long time ago. Next to Harvey's on Water Street, there was a KFC. Until it became Millennium Park, and I've said that several times now. There used to be, it was a great KFC. But every time I brought a woman there to have food inside, she didn't want to go to the women's washroom. And I'm like, what's wrong with the women's washroom? Is it dirty? Because the men's was always clean. It was always a nice, clean place. It kept it clean. I knew people that, some people anyway, I didn't know everybody that worked there, but I did know some, not on a personal level, but just on a level of, you know, going there and getting the food. So, but she felt very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. And I never understood why. And then some other women felt uncomfortable too, like they were being watched in the women's washroom. Never thought I was being watched in the men's, but the women always thought they were being watched in the washroom. And one time a little girl came out going, "I saw an eye, Mommy. I saw an eye stare at me. I saw an eye stare at me," as I was there with another friend of mine. And we're like, what's going on with the women's washroom? Is there, like, you know how they have those pictures back in the day that the eyes follow you? There was no pictures in the bathroom back in the day, not as far as I could remember. But shortly after, it came out one morning that an employee drilled a hole and was watching women in the washroom. Not the men's washroom. That's why I never had a problem. But the women had a problem, and they knew it. They sensed it. They sensed there was a problem in the washroom, especially that little girl. The employee got arrested. I'm not sure what happened to that employee, but shortly afterwards there was a decline, I think, in business, or maybe I'm wrong, but it closed. Maybe not because of just that, but for other reasons as well. But imagine going to a clean KFC, and you're going there for years, and the women are uncomfortable using the washroom. There had to be a reason, and that was the reason. But I'm not sure which KFC opened first. There was a KFC on Water next to Harvey's, and Harvey's has been there forever. And there's this one on Chemong. But the very first time a KFC was ever opened up, Colonel Sanders himself came to visit. So I believe it's the Chemong one, because there's only this one now. And I think there is another one hooked up to Taco Bell. KFC is with Taco Bell, but I've heard that they kind of went their separate ways, but I'm not sure. Companies buy out companies all the time now. But that is a very creepy story. Imagine going to a KFC and someone is watching you. Sick, in my opinion. Very sick that someone would do that. But that is the story, a true story of Peterborough, Ontario. You could probably look it up online, and if you know some of the employees that worked there, they'll tell you the story as well. What happened to the employee? I do not know. Do I know the guy's name? No. I just hope and he got some help. Bye for now, everyone, and enjoy the morning.